morning, students. I hope you all are safe and healthy at home, and I can definitely say that you all have enjoyed your vacation. But there is a need of the today's era that to learn, to write, to take education. So that is why, with this good hope, I am going to start your first chapter from the book Flamingo, and the name of the first chapter is The Last Lesson. It is the your 12th standards first chapter from the book Flamingo. This year, students, you have two books. First is the literature part. The name of the book is Flamingo, and the second is Vistas. It is the supplementary part. That you know that last year also we are having two books. So this year same pattern is there. NCERT textbooks are there. So be careful, and you are habitual with NCERT because in 11th standard already you have learned all the topics. So students, the last lesson. You are saying that ma'am, you are starting first lesson and the name of it is last lesson. So weird, no? But no. Last lesson symbolizes the freedom. Someone is taking away our freedom, and with this the lesson is related. So the last lesson is written by the author Alphonse Daudet. Its time period is 1840 to 1897. And if, because this is essential for you to know about the author, because in MCQ it may become. So about the author, he is a French novelist as well as a short story writer. And in this chapter, the writer has narrated Franco-Prussian War during the year 1870 to 1871. In this, France was defeated by Prussia. So students, you know, before starting the chapter, I want to tell something about the freedom. Before, means if we talk about the British India, so Britishers came here and they ruled over India. So during the 18th century, India was a very prosperous nation. But as soon as Britishers came over here, they ruled over India and they suppressed the Indians. Okay, means they have taken away the freedom of the Indians. They were not allowed to use our Hindi or whatever the dialects we are having to use in the Indian constitution or in the officials of the India. So just imagine what they were, we can say that suffering from. That somebody is taking away the freedom of our language, the freedom of ourselves from us, then what is our situation? You are good enough and you can better understand that what is given here. So, in this lesson, France was defeated by Prussia. Prussia is a means country, it is in Germany. So, whenever the Prussian soldiers taken over the charge over France, then what the situation of the people, those who are living in the France. So very nicely Alphonse Daudet has narrated it. So let's see what is given. Here students, one student named Franz. Okay, he is a little boy like you and he has a teacher. His name is M. Hamel. So students, here Franz was a little boy and he is not like to join the school or he is not like to learn and write all the things. Okay, he just want to go outside and enjoy the beauty and nature. So that M. Hamel was a strict teacher that like me. Okay, then what happened? M. Hamel has given some homework to Franz class. And the main thing is that Franz has not doing or not done the homework on that day. So whenever he started to go into the school, he had a afraid in his mind that how I could go in the school because our teacher has given the homework and definitely our teacher will check our homework. That you are also the fear in your mind whenever I am telling that on Wednesday or on Friday I will check your notebooks. So all of you are very alert and ready and you are doing your homework very properly. So the same fear that you are having on the checking day of your homework, Franz has. So whenever Franz was not done the homework and Mr. Hamel was a strict teacher, he knew very well that as I am not doing the homework, M. Hamel will definitely give the punishment to me. So for a little moment he decided that I am not ready to go to school. So he decided, and whenever he started to enjoy the chirping of the birds, he busy in the seeing or watching the nature. Okay, but suddenly a thought struck in his mind. Let's see what will happen. Let's see. I have to go to school. So he got ready and he started to go to school. So whenever he was on the way, some people met him and they just which means he was in a great, all the people are there in a great apprentice. Apprentice means in a particular clothes or in a particular way. All were there and they had given the suggestion to the Franz that little Franz, don't worry, don't go so fast. You have plenty of time to go in the school today. And all the we can say that crowd gathered near the bulletin board, and Franz is saying that from the last 2 years only the bad news are coming from the notice board or the bulletin board. So Franz thought that these people are making fun of him, so he ignored that people and he continued his walking toward the school. So whenever he reached near the school, again he surprised. What the surprise? Because what happened? Every time whenever he used to go to the school, whenever he reached near the school, there was a great bustle, or we can say that loud noise coming outside the school. This day, no noise was there. The atmosphere was like the Sunday, because every Sunday the school has a holiday. So he found that no one is making the noise, all the school is very silent. So he surprised, what happened today? Is there holiday or not? Okay. So he entered in the school and he started towards his classroom. He found that all the students, when he looked out from the window, he found that all the classmates of his occupied their seats, all were seated very silently, and his teacher, his name is M. Hamel, was mounted his chair and he was also seated very silently and neatly. But again, the afraid or the fear came in the mind of Franz that I have not completed my homework, and definitely today the M. Hamel will check the homework. So what excuse I will give? He is thinking about that. So as soon as he come over the door and take the permission to enter, Franz told him that, little Franz, come inside. Without you, how we will start our next lesson? So hearing this, that M. Hamel was talking with him very politely, he was surprised, because he had seen that, means after 40 we can say that M. Hamel was working there from the last 40 years. So from that 40 years, or when Franz has taken admission, M. Hamel never used this type of polite words with the students, because he is a strict teacher. But on that day, that M. Hamel was very polite. So seeing this, Franz haven't spoken a word and just he seated on his seat. So what happened then? When all the students were just seated, and when he looked at the back benches, almost they were empty, but today they are not vacant. They were occupied by some village peoples and some officials of the village. So he seated, and whenever all the students were busy with their work, like keeping out the notebooks and textbooks and all other matter, he looked to M. Hamel, and he found that on that day M. Hamel came in a very proper clothes, very proper. So his clothes, he is narrating here that M. Hamel has a beautiful green coat and his frilled shirt and a little black silk cap. All the clothes he had wear, only he used to wear the clothes on the special occasions. And Franz is thinking, and today not such type of occasion, then why the M. Hamel, our teacher, wore such a type of clothes? Okay. Then what happened, students? See, M. Hamel was not so much excited. He was nervous today. He was not happy today, we can say. So M. Hamel announced in the class that, all my dear students, today I am going to teach you the last lesson of our French language, because tomorrow onwards the Prussian soldiers came the Prussian soldiers will come and they will take the authority of their German language here. So from tomorrow onwards, all we have to learn is the German language. So this is the last lesson of the French language I am going to teach you today. All should be very attentive and listen the lesson carefully. Hearing this, not only the students but all the villagers or those village people seated on the back bench, they got surprised and they have a, we can say that they are feeling regret in their mind, because before that they have not given the attention toward the French language, because students, you know that whichever the things we are getting easily, we are not giving the importance to them. You know that 10th apple of, that is some proverb is there, I am not getting it right now, but whichever the things we are getting very easily, we are not valued them. So same thing happened and the villagers felt regret on that day that why they have not learned the French language, because from tomorrow the new language will come and you know that how it is difficult to adopt the rules, to adopt or to learn all the language, new language. So same thing it happened here. Now the Alsace, France, here France was explaining the two, take second, students. Here, two French districts, that is Alsace and Lorraine, were defeated by the Prussian soldiers, and over these two cities, that is Alsace and Lorraine, the Prussian soldiers are going to take the authority. So here, France is telling that here, whenever they started to take the lesson, M. Hamel said that France, till then you have not been given so much attention to learning French language, because you are supposed to, your parents are supposed to not to get in, or in future whenever you are comes in your adulthood, you are not ready to do or you are not involved in any educational activity. Your parents are supposed to do any farmer work or regular work, your occupation, what is your family occupation, you are just to do that. Means what? But today, for today, you have to give the attention towards the French language. And M. Hamel explaining that French language is a very beautiful language in the world. Because why the M. Hamel is saying like this? Because for everyone, their own mother tongue is as beautiful as compared to any other language in the world. And for M. Hamel also, and whatever they are the inhabitants of the France, so French is the language, is a very beautiful, they are considering it in the world, and it is the clearest and most logical language. We have to learn this language because language is here, the M. Hamel is saying that when people are enslaved, as long as they hold fast to their language, if they had to key to their prison, the language is responsible for that. And next he is saying that after teaching after completion of the lesson, he announced the second announcement that now students, I am going to teach you the grammar topic. And I have given the homework to you also on the participles. Now, Franz was surprised and he is saying that, oh, I have not done the homework. So how it is possible for me to show my notebook, because I have not written a single word in the notebook. So here, whenever Franz seated there, M. Hamel has given some copies or notebooks to the students, and there he written France, Alsace, France, Alsace. Means what? He has written the name of their language, their country and their city where they are living. So the writing, the Franz looked at the writings are so beautiful that Franz compared the writings with the flags they are having, because this is their last day to unfurl the flag, because from tomorrow onward the new flag will come, the new people will come, the new language will they have to adopt. So it is very shocking for them, and they have given the attention towards the writing only. They found that letters are just dancing, and they compared the classmates including Franz compared the letters with the little flags they were floating, and they are showing that this is the flag of Alsace and France. Now, writing, whenever he was doing the writing work, he saw that he heard the sound of the pigeon. They are cooing outside. So the thought come in the mind, it is a very natural process that you are always taking the another meaning of any word that France has taken. What the compulsion they have made on that day, students? The compulsion is that they have to leave their French language and they have to adopt the new Prussian language, that is German language. So it is very hard for them. Okay, it is very tough for them. So the thought came in his mind that the peasants are going outside the window. They are speaking or they are making the sounds of any language. So maybe tomorrow onward they have to learn the German. That type of good thought come in the mind of the France. And all the students were writing their work. M. Hamel again had taken his chair and seated there, and whenever Franz looked at M. Hamel, he found that M. Hamel was observing the whole class, because from the last 40 years he was working in the same school. So students, just imagine if the person is living there, doing his work good, and immediately the permission coming there that you have to leave this class, you have to leave this school on the spot, tomorrow onward the new faculty will come. So just imagine the mind will suffer from a very strange thought. The same thought were coming in the mind of the M. Hamel, and he was observing the whole class because he was from the last 40 years there, he was teaching there. And Franz was also feeling very nervous because from now onwards he knew very well that we are not going to learn the French language because we have to learn the new language, that is the German. Now here again all the students were just seated there, they are doing their work, and M. Hamel stood up. The students were doing their daily routine, they were learning the words or whatever the activity they are doing. M. Hamel just stood up and he saw that all the class was busy with their activity. He was also very nervous, as I told you, and the clock struck 12. Means what? The clock struck 12 means what? It is a time to leave the school. It is a time that school is over by this time. So the school church clock struck 12, and M. Hamel at the same moment, trumpets with the Prussian soldier were drilled towards their school. M. Hamel wanted to say few words, so he started I, but whenever he saw the Prussian soldiers, he stopped his conversation and just had taken the chalk and write over the board, that is Vive la France. The M. Hamel written these words on the board. The words are these words, just M. Hamel written over the board. Vive la France. It is a French language. It means that live long France. What does it mean? Live long France. Means what? For them, France is a forever language, and language has its own importance, that you know very well that how language is important for us. So whenever he written the board Vive la France means what? Live long France. Then he stopped, leaned his head against the wall, and without the word he made a gesture to us with his hand. School is dismissed, you may go. Means what? He was not very excited, he was not happy, he was not in a good mood, because he knew very well that from tomorrow onwards he announced in the class that the new faculty will come and the new faculty will teach the new language to you. The language is German. So he haven't seen towards the student, he was just leaned towards the board and just make the gesture with hand that it is the time to leave the school. So here student, your lesson is over. By this you come to know that how the language is important for us. Because whenever, suppose I am going to take you one example. Here most of you all are Gujarati, some are from North India, some are from South India, wherever. Each and everyone has an importance of their mother tongue. And once you come to know that you are not allowed to use your mother tongue, then what situation and what the sufferings you are having at that time, just imagine. So same type of suffering here in this lesson. France as well as all the people of the Alsace town were suffering because they came to know that from tomorrow onwards the Prussian soldiers came there. They made it compulsory for us to learn the German language only. So this is the last day of language French. So French is a very, as M. Hamel said, French is a very beautiful language. It is a very clear and logical language. No such language we can compare with French. Why? Because I told you that everyone has a speciality or everyone has a feeling. We can say that emotional feelings related with their language. The same feelings here. M. Hamel, France, and all the inhabitants of the town Alsace were there. And they felt very nervous on that day, and that is why Alfonso Daudet narrated the chapter, the last lesson. Now my question to you that suppose I just spoke few words in front of you of other language and you are not getting the words. What is your action? What is your reaction? You are nervous. You are not giving the attention that what the man is telling. I am not getting. So I am not ready to give the attention over here. So here same thing happened with France and M. Hamel. So students, so the chapter last lesson you have given. Why this chapter they have not put in standard 5th or 6th and 7th and 8th? Can you tell me why they have not put this chapter in 7th, 8th? Only in standard 12 they have put this chapter? Because you are the students, you are in adolescence age, and you know very well that what is the importance of relationship for us, what is the importance of each and everything we are having. You all have the separate rooms, you all have the things belongs to you. If somebody is taken your things from you, then you are not ready to give your things. So our language, this is our language, and how we are supposed to give our language to others, or we are supposed to leave our language. Someone is came and directly saying to us that okay, from tomorrow onwards you have to leave your language, you have to adopt all the new belongings. Is it possible? No. At that time we are getting furious. We got angry, and with this angriness, M. Hamel also got this angriness, but he was helpless. He was not able to do anything, and that is why all the narration here he narrated here. So students, I want to explain this peasant's poet. I am just reading this. You just understand what I am saying. France, Alsace. As M. Hamel said to his students to wrote down these or copy down these words. So they looked like a little flags floating everywhere in the school room, hung from the rod at the top of our desk. You ought to have seen how everyone set to work and how quiet it was. The only sound was the scratching of the pens over the paper. Once some beetles flew in, but nobody paid any attention to them, not even the littlest ones, who worked right on the tracing their flash hoops as if that was French too. On the roof, the peasants stood very low, and I thought to myself, will they make them using or sing in German, even the peasants? That I explained that the thought came in the mind of the France that peasants are using their own language, but as the Germans are taking the authority, as the Prussia is taking the authority over France, so are they made it compulsory for the peasants also that they have to use the German language, because they are the living things, but they are not have such a sense that which language they are using. But such a thought came in the mind, and whenever Franz looked up from my writing, he is saying here about himself, whenever he looked up from his writing, he saw M. Hamel sitting motionless in a chair and gazing first at one thing, then at another, as if he wanted to fix in his mind just how everything looked in that little schoolroom. Fancy, for 40 years he had been there in the same place with his garden outside the window and his class in front of it. Means what? M. Hamel was living there only. His house was there only, with in front of the garden. His class is there, and always he used to go there in the garden, and then after he used to teach in in the classroom to the students. So only the desk and benches had been worn smooth. Here the France had given the narration that how or what M. Hamel was observing, that I am going to read here. Only the desk and the benches had been worn smooth. The walnut trees in the garden were taller, and the oak vine that he had planted himself twinked above the windows to the roof. How it must have broken his heart to leave it all, poor man, to hear his sister moving about in the room above, packing their trunks, for they must leave the country next day. Means what, all the people of that Alsace town were busy to packing their things, because some people are leaving their country. Some people are leaving their town because it is not possible for them to adopt the new culture, to adopt the new language. But he had the courage to hear every lesson to the very last, because they knew very well today is the last day for French language. That is why, including the students, the villagers are also very attentive. They were giving the attention towards the M. Hamel's teaching. And after the writing, we had a lesson in history. All the students were announced Babi, Bobu, means what, they are reading the text, and all are just busy with their work, as I told you. And all at once, the church clock struck 12. Then the Angelus, at the same moment, trumpets of the Prussians returning from drill sounded under our windows. Hamel stood up, very pale in his chair. I never saw him look so tall. My friends, said he, but something choked him. He could not go on. And then he turned to the blackboard, took a piece of chalk, and bearing on with his knife, he wrote as large as he could. He has written Vive la France. It means that live long France. Its meaning is live long France. And with this, he just made the gesture with his hand that he stopped and leaned his head against the wall. Actually, I have read it, I am just repeating it. Without a word, he made a gesture to us with his hand. School is dismissed, you may go. So students, very nicely the author Alfonso Daudet has explained the psychological condition of the inhabitants of Alsace, that how they are suffering from tomorrow onwards. Very new things will come in front of them, and they have to face all that things. Some they are not ready, that's why they are leaving the town. So this is your first chapter we have completed here. Now your work starts, student. As you are in standard 12, you know that up to 11 you are very, we can say nicely done, okay, no doubt. But so you have done all the things. But in 12th standard, very minutely you have to learn English, because as I told you, in the classroom only you have to complete your English course. Because you all have other work of PCMB, the subjects you are having, you have to learn all these subjects. So for English only you have to learn in the classroom itself. No need to read again at home. But this is your online lecture I have given today. So just give the 10 minutes and read this whole chapter from the textbook. If you don't have the textbook, download in your mobile, and from the mobile you can read the whole chapter. Try to solve or try to write the question answers of this, because with this you are ready to solve all the questions related with this chapter. So whenever I will come in my next lecture, till then you have to complete all these topic, reading as well as writing, because second time there is no need to read this chapter whole, because I told you, you all have to learn all other topics also. Okay students, any query? If you have any query, then you can read the chapter, and whenever the lockdown will open, if you have any doubt, then definitely I will solve your doubt. Till then, we are leaving this meeting. Bye.